Hi, guys. This is my first talk through, so please bear with me if I make any mistakes. This is the Fit Me uh, foundation by Maybelline with one drop of the CoverFX Pure Pigment. I will mix together on that mirror and then apply it to my face with my kabuki brush. I'm gonna spray it with 2 pumps of the e.l.f. setting spray and just place that all over my face. I love the angled kabuki brush. It's very soft and it applies the product quite nicely and evenly. I'm doing over my eyes as a base because I'm not going to be using any eyelid primer. This is the IT Cosmetics By By Under Eye Concealer. It is fabulous. You only need a small amount. It's very thick and it does not budge. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics brush that came with the concealer. I bought it from QVC and it just goes on really nicely. I have really pronounced under eye circles, which is why I use the concealer. It's also a color correcting sealer and does a great job in covering the dark circles. I'm going to go over that with my custom blend concealer mix that I have made. You'll see in a jar. I make it from MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and LA Girl Pro Concealer and the apricot I think it's called the pen that MAC has also. I make a custom blend because if I use a product by itself, usually it'll oxidize darker than my skin tone, so I have to make my own blend so that when it oxidizes, it's still matching. So again, this is going in the places with hyperpigmentation, and I like this method. I do this without wearing foundation also. I'm going to set my under eye area with the Ben Nye powder in Dolce. I love this color. It just happens to be my color right now. I usually alternate between Dolce, Camel, or Topaz. And right now, Dolce is working really well for me. I love Ben Nye powders. I have not found anything that replaces it for my under eye set. It just, you know, sets beautifully. I'm using the baking method with the powders. So I'm just going to let it stay on there while I apply powder to the rest of my face. This is the Black Radiance Soft Focus Powder. I'm going to contour with this particular color using my Sonia Kashuk Dome Brush. This is the color Milky Chocolate, which I love. It's perfect for contour for my shade. It just works really nicely. It's so finely milled and just velvety soft when it goes on your face. It's not dry. It seems almost creamy, like it's so silky in texture, and they're only like $8. You gotta try that powder if you haven't tried it yet. It comes in 3 colors. That's the darkest color, by the way, that I'm using the contour with. I'm putting it below my chin area and just blending it out with the fluffy brush. That's from the Sonia Kashuk set. I'm going to use this brush just to wisp away the extra powder. I do this instead of using a big brush because I like to be more defined with how much I'm wiping away, and I'm actually blending as I go. This is the same soft focus powder, but this is in the color creamy bronze. It's like a rusty kind of reddy orangey brown. It's like perfect. It doesn't have too much red. It has more orange than red, which is perfect for me because I happen to have yellow undertones as well as brown undertones. Now on to the eyes with the Morphe 350 palette. I'm in love with this palette. It's gorgeous. We're going to be concentrating on the orange row. The third from the top is going to be our transition color. I'm going to apply this with one of my, they call these concealer brushes. I don't use them for concealer. They call them contour brushes. I don't use them for contour. That's what I meant to say. I use them for my eyes. They're perfect for my space and lid. They're extremely soft. I believe I got these from lightinthebox.com. Beautiful, beautiful brushes. And I've just been hooked on them ever since I bought them. Now I'm going to go second from the bottom, and we're going to use a domed contour brush, but I'm using it as an eye brush right in the crease area and down the outer V, just to give it some soft, subtle smoke going on. I love using dark browns to smoke with. I hardly ever use black unless I'm going for a really dramatic nighttime look. Now I'm going to go in with this dark brown, fourth from the right, and I'm going to use, this is a BH Cosmetics brush from their 18 brush set, and I'm using it because it's smaller, just to get right in the outer V. I'm just going to give that V a little more smoke and definition, so that's why I'm using that deeper brown in that corner, in the crease corner area, and just blending it halfway across the eye. Now for our lid color is going to be this last color here. It's like a shimmery burnt copper orange. It's a really beautiful color. I haven't seen it in other palettes, and I just love it. I'm in love with it. Just placing it on the lid with an e.l.f. eyelid brush. They're $1 eyelid brushes. I love those brushes. They work well. They're just really great for $1. And just placing that on the lid. Just trying to get the color even with one side to the other. And I'm using patting motions, by the way, to place it. Just I don't windshield wipe on my lid. And I'm putting that in the inner lower lash line also. I'm not going to take it all the way across, just in that inner corner. Now I'm going to go in with this, the same color I used in the crease, I'm going to use on my lower lash line with that pointed Sonia Kashuk brush, which is perfect for this because it goes right where I want it to go. And I'm also not taking that all the way in. I'm just doing half of the eye. Because of my eye shape, I don't like to close my eyes too much by applying color all the way to the inner tear duct area. Now I'm going to use the deep brown I used also in the crease and do the same thing using the same brush to give it more smoke. I try to put it a little lower than I put the previous color. Now I'm going to use this rounded Sonia Kashuk brush to use color on the inner tear duct area right next to the nose. I'm not using a shimmer color in here because I don't want to take away from the balance I have of the shimmer that's already on my eyelid. So this is a matte color that I'm using, and I love to do this. Now for the brows, this is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. This is a new product I've been using. I really, really like it. I'm not a big brow person. All of my brows are always natural. I tweeze them and shape them, but I don't do a lot of drawing on. I just really want you to just see my brows, and I clean them up more with the concealer underneath, as you'll see. But that's about as much as I'm going to do. And that's my own personal preference. That's something that in makeup, you do whatever looks good and works for you, within reason. But you don't have to get carried away with the trends. You don't have to do every single trend that comes out. Do what works for you. This works for me. Just blending that out. That's an angled brush. I believe that's an Echo Tools brush. I've had it for a long time. Just to blend that out. I'm going to go over that with a matte color. Right above the color I use in the tear duct area, I'm going to use that over my brow, right underneath my eyebrows on the brow bone area, just to set that and blend that concealer in even more. And I rarely ever use shimmery products under my brow. I just love that color. Looks so nicely. This is a Prestige eyeliner in a deep brown. Don't sleep on Prestige. Their eyeliners are fabulous. They glide really well. They last a long time. And they carry really nice colors. Love, 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 love their eyeliners. Again, I'm not carrying that all the way in to the very corner. Just about 3/4 of my eye. And I'm going to do the lower lash line, but again, just the edges. I'm not carrying the eyeliner all the way in, so I can keep the eye open, but it'll still have an illusion of smoke. That's a smudger I'm using just to smudge the eyeliner out and give it like this soft kind of wing. No hard edges, but you still got a nice wing look going on. And I'm smudging the lower lash line also. Now I'm going to be using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme mascara. My goodness. It's great for volumizing, and it's very inexpensive. So if you see it in Walgreens, try it out. You just might like it. I only do the front of my lashes because I don't wear falsies. And my eyes are sensitive, so I have to be careful with putting on mascara on both sides. This is the LORAC Pro Fiber mascara. It's really nice. This is my first Pro Fiber mascara, period. I wasn't interested in them prior to having this. I got sent it for free from a purchase I made at Ulta. And I actually like it. I think I might purchase it. It really does lengthen the eyelashes. And I'm learning better how to apply it. This is the They're Real mascara. I love this mascara. It's one of my favorite mascaras of all time. It's great for lengthening. This is the Lafemme blush in the color Russet. Beautiful rust color with some orange in it. Really gorgeous color. You could just do this and stop and just, go about your merry way, but that's not the Ya way. Ya likes to build her blushes. I build blushes, lipsticks, bronzers. I like to customize my look. So I'm going over that with this Jordana blush in the color Mocha. Also inexpensive. This is a Coastalscents Forever blush called Delicate. It's like a peachy pink. I'm just going to go at the very top, so you get like this layered effect of color. Now for bronzer, this is Wet n Wild's Ticket to Brazil. It's a very subtle kind of glow to the face, which is why I like it, because it's subtle in the places that I want that. And we're just going to apply it to the places light would naturally hit. Now I'm going to use, this is Laura Geller's Body Frosting in the color Tahitian Glow. This is fantastic. It just pops that really gorgeous light. This is Ben Nye's Final Seal, one of my favorite setting sprays. I just love it. It gives you a matte set. And then I'm going to go over it with the Hard Candy setting spray. This is a $7 setting spray, this Hard Candy. And it's off the chain. Just because it gives me a little more of a dewy look, I apply it over the Ben Nye Final Seal. And now while my face is still wet from the Hard Candy, I'm going to apply the Laura Geller's Illuminator in Gilded Honey. I really do like this highlighter in the Gilded Honey. And with using a stippling brush from e.l.f., just going to apply that as a highlight on the top of my cheekbones, the nose, right in between the eyes, and in my Cupid's bow, and a little on the chin. And now for the lips, I will be using this NYX concealer, not concealer, lip liner in the color Hot Cocoa. Really in love with this liner. I've had it in my arsenal for a while and forgot I had it. And I was just so excited when I found it and used it and saw how beautiful it was. Anybody else got that going on? You got makeup that you forgot you had? It's beautiful. This is the new Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the color Crush. I am in love with this color. It's so, so pretty. It dries a lot darker than what you see right there. And it's pretty on its own. But I'm not going to stop there, although you could very well stop right here. It's beautiful color on its own. But I'm going to add the Matte Luxe lipstick from Milani also. I'm just going to put that in the center, just to liven it up a little bit, because once it dries, it just looks flat to me. And just going to blend that. And then one of my favorite lip glosses. This is Laura Geller's lip gloss in the color Ginger. It's a frosty burnt amber color. It is gorgeous. It's just like the icing on the cake. And this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. My first talk through, I know is kind of rough, but I'll get better as I go. This is great for fall, winter. You can wear this in the spring. Actually, you can rock this look year round. It's just one of the great things about orange. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.